Here is the final grid for race 12, heat 3, senior road tax for round 3 of the BNL Karting Series for 2024, being kindly hosted by the F-Landring circuit here in Kerpen in Western Germany. Danny Shields starts from pole position. Alongside him will be Mika van der Pavert on the front row. Luca Cullen and Martin Gaiskens on row number 2 in the 392 and the 321. The 322 of Archie Buddle will be joined by the 327 of Vic Stevens. Ollie Jonkers, the 316 from Belgium, will be joined by the man at the sharp end of the standings in this one, Jaden Teen, the 359 from the Netherlands. The top 10 are completed by the UK's Macaulay Bishop and the Netherlands' Debian Horst, with Sverre Urban and Luca Bremer rounding out the next row. Ava Dollarstein and Giorgio Markenstein round out row number 7 ahead of Ralph van der Pavert, Lloyd Hare, Zach Heslop, Lawrence Herbose, Jod van Wijk and Sebastian Koch rounding out the 20-strong grid. 10 minutes plus an additional lap to bring us to the end of the race day. Temperatures look very much a different proposition altogether for tomorrow. Looks to be fairly sunny, but not with the warmth that we've had today. Cloud cover has, light white clouding, I would say, is more of what we've had. But we've got a 10-minute race plus an additional lap, and after all this is said and done, then we'll review, respite, refresh, and get ourselves ready for tomorrow. Super Heats will start at 10:30 tomorrow morning with Mini and Mini Rookie, and then the finals start after the lunch break at 1 p.m. And then after that, once we've celebrated our winners and given out some trophies, there'll be a little bit of a wait, a 2-month wait, in fact, until the final round of the championship season that returns to the home of champions, Karting Genk, 28th and 29th of September. And then we'll crown our 6 respective champions and give away 5 tickets to this year's Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals, the 25th anniversary event at Circuito Internazionale Napoli in Sarno, southern Italy, 19th to the 26th of October 2024. Right, so we are just waiting for the drivers to crawl their way out of the Michael Schumacher S. Told where the line is with regards to overtaking. Into the tram line, straight to eyes, lights are out. Good start by the inside row on the right-hand side of the circuit. As Luca Cullen, round the outside, he did that was a cheeky move. One of the GKS carts goes off at turn 2 already. We got someone else completely sideways. There's more dust and muck being thrown onto the track. Not too sure. That might have been Vic Stevens actually completely back end stepping out to the right hand side and sideways and then some. But that was a very frantic couple of corners to open up the first lap of the race. Buttle going defensive on, I think that might be Yonkers behind him. So across the line, Cullen leads. Shields second, Bustle, Yonkers, Bishop, Mika van der Pavert. Nice way to return the favour there, Danny Boy. Shields gets through. And Cullen has been mugged by somebody else. Ollie Yonkers, nice work there. Planted it round the outside at turn number 3. That was an absolute perler by the young Belgian. I think recently he celebrated his 15th birthday, so congratulations, Ollie. A bit of a move towards the back end of the field, but 3.5 seconds covered the entirety of the 20 strong after the opening lap. Lap 2 in the books. Danny Shields leads the way. Ollie Yonkers in second. Michael Cullen being closed in on by Macaulay Bishop. As we could see Yonkers go for the race lead. Yes, he does. Shields doesn't fight it too much, to be honest with you. And still, it is completely full throttle, flat chat from all of these 20 drivers. Rounded out by Lloyd Hare in the number 341. We've had a little bit of an overtake happening on the corner before. Mudko over here. And coming into the Schumacher S. possible change for third on the cards. Yes, Macaulay Bishop has got through. So has Vic Stevens. Luca Coolin drops down to fifth. And he's got Jaden Teen breathing down the back of his exhaust barrel right about now. So there's still plenty of this race left to run. 7.25 minutes remaining. And it's anybody's guess who might be the winner in this one. Because in Heat 1, Vic Stevens took the victory. Heat 2, I think it was Danny Shields. But of course, we're still awaiting for the confirmed and ratified race results from that one. So, at the moment, biggest mover up the order, now up into P3. Past Vic Stevens is Macaulay Bishop. Sebastian Koch has made his way up to 14th. Archie Buttle has unfortunately dropped to the back end of the field, having started P5. And there, oh, well, Sverre Ubben, I think, might have just made a move on Luca Coolin there for 6th place. Well, both the GKS carts have got through. Sverre Ubben and also Martin Gaiskens. Good teamwork there from the 346 and the 321. Danny Shields now drops to 4th. Luca Coolin drops to 8th, having started 3rd. Sebastian Koch now up 7 places. Jort van Wyk up 9 and rounds out the top 10. Lawrence Herbose drops down to 20th. Behind Archie Buttle, as we have just 5.75 minutes remaining. Pace has been very, very fast at the front end of the field. They've got to be very, very careful. They've got to keep their elbows in a little bit here. And the reason why I say that is that any wrong move may be investigated. Mika van der Pava trying to close in on Luca Coolin to try and get a move for 8th place. But in the meantime, well, Macaulay Bishop being held at bay by Vic Stevens. Stevens is in 2nd. Archie Buttle, Danny Shields now behind Jaden Teen. So the 310 from the UAE. I still remember when Mum Sue and Dad Barry would accompany him on trips, and now he told me earlier on this year, yeah, I've just turned 18, I can fly on my own now. I went, oh, look at you well-travelled individual. Then I look at myself and I worry. However, Vic Stevens is closing on Ollie Yonkers. This could be the move that decides the race. He's up the inside, he's through. Stevens through on Yonkers, but don't count out the 2 DHR teammates. Jaden Teen and Macaulay Bishop. Teen in 4th, Bishop 3rd. And they do say strength by numbers. Ollie Yonkers tries an outside overtake, which I never would have thought possible. We saw at the chicane a little bit earlier on today. Sverre Ubben lining up for the left-hander rather than trying to go around the outside on the right. And that has put Ollie Yonkers right in the clutches of Macaulay Bishop. Jaden Teen. It's also brought Danny Shields back in to this mix. So a quintet of drivers. You could make it more than that if you find that Sverre Ubben might start to catch them, which he is starting to do. Top 5 after 8 laps, covered by 6.5 tenths. Jaden Teen, fastest driver of anybody out there, when they're 45.326. So through Mutkurva, now in towards the Schumacher S. Vic Stevens, oh, little bit of a moment there for Ollie Yonkers and Jaden Teen. Oh, I think that might have just caught out Macaulay Bishop, and Jaden Teen went up the inside through the final left-hander. Now Bishop has got to defend. Oh, Yonkers and Teen go into battle, and they make a slight bit of contact. Oh, and that's really, really put the win out of reach for any of those drivers now behind Vic Stevens. Oh, well. That just goes to show how quickly things can change. You're 3.5 tenths behind, and then the next thing you know it, someone makes a bit of a howler, and it might be you, and you lose all that momentum. 2 minutes and 25 to go, plus an additional lap. This could be the opportunity for somebody like Jaden Teen to get through, or Jaden Teen. Oh, he's dropped down to 6. In the meantime, Bishop fires it up the inside, neatly through at turn number 2 on Yonkers. Shields in 4th, Sverre Ubben in 5th. Jaden Teen rounds out the top 6, and Martin Gaiskens is there waiting in the wings. Also along with that, Jort van Wijk up 11 spots, now to 8th. Devian Rust out on lap 8. Ralf van der Pavert and Eva Dorrestein round out the top 10. The latter being, both being from the Netherlands. The latter one making her BNL Karting Series debut, if I remember correctly. And 1.5 minutes to go. Well, we could be very, very marginal on whether we're going to hit 14 or 15 laps. But don't let that detract you from the racing action. Jaden Teen repasses Sverre Ubben to retake 5th place back. Vic Stevens at the moment might have probably about the best part of a 1.3 second advantage, approximately. So it's all about what happens behind Vic Stevens, because it's going to come down to the wire here. As they say, something's got to give. Oh, Danny Shields off! Danny Shields off straight on a mud curver. Manages to, he went full on, full throttle. Well, I think he just ran wide, and it's kicked up the dust into the grandstand area. And there were a couple of people standing there, and just got a face full of grass, face full of dirt, and Danny Shields kicking up the kitty litter, the gravel. And someone else has also done so through turn number 4 just now. Fast running out of time. And this is the last race of today. We'll have another 8 races tomorrow to conclude round number 3 of the championship season out of 4. Might be marginal on time here, but Vic Stevens comes out of the final corner. 4, 3, 2. 2 seconds to go when he crosses the line. 2 more laps remain. Timer has now expired. So there is Macaulay Bishop versus Ollie Yonkers. Jaden Teen in 4th, head of Sverre Ubben, Martin Gaiskens, Jort van Wijk, Ralf van der Pavert, Eva Dorrestein, Lawrence Herbose. After Danny Shields' unfortunate run through the kitty litter. That's another English phrase for gravel, in other words. Makes around about the same kind of noise. Lawrence Herbose rounds out the top 10. Danny Shields in 11th. There's going to be 1.1 kilometre lap left to round off the race day. And then Vic Stevens sees the final lap board. Goes across the line. Macaulay Bishop 2nd, Ollie Yonkers 3rd. It was Ollie Yonkers that actually won race 2 on the road. Vic Stevens, well, this could be the opportunity he needs, because Vic Stevens in that opening race won comfortably once he got in front of him. Well, he actually had to beat Jaden Teen to the line, 72 thousandths of a second. This one is a little bit easier to get yourself calmed down for, because we've got just a handful of corners remaining. Mudcover just negotiated. Now the Michael Schumacher S through into the final left-hander. And Vic Stevens picks up another win in heats for seniors after a 15-lap race, winning by 1.252 seconds ahead of Macaulay Bishop. Ollie Yonkers, Jaden Teen, Sverre Ubben, Martin Gaiskens, Jort van Wijk, 12 places gained to finish 7th ahead of Ralf van der Pavert. Lawrence Herbose, Danny Shields, Eva Dorrestein running out the top 11 ahead of Giorgio Markenstein, Lloyd Hare, Zach Heslop, Luca Coolen, Luca Brima, Archie Buttle, and Mika van der Pavert rounding out the 18 out of 20 drivers that finished the race, with Devian Rust and Sebastian Koch unfortunately retiring on laps 8 and 6 respectively. Vic Stevens books himself provisionally onto pole position for the senior superheats. but he finished ahead of Macaulay Bishop and Ollie Yonkers were your provisional top 3 for the final race of today. Race 12, Heat 3, Senior Road Tax.